Right then. What do we need to get up to tonight? What's a good font size? Somewhere around there, maybe. Now, what's the first thing? Envim dap UI. Right, which is going to need an envim upgrade. Well, packages update. And lazy update. Oh, didn't like that. Unable to install REST envim. I need Lurox. Okay, we can do that. Go through all the tree setters. Oh boy. Apparently I haven't done this for a while. One failed. All right. I don't actually need REST envim right now. So um, let's go to plugins. Yeah, we might just get rid of that for now. And clean. Beautiful. Get rid of anything for REST envim. Cool. Right. Try that again. What's our error this time? Envim dap UI requires envim neo. Okay. Envim neo test, envim neo. Do that. Yeah. I think I might need the docs for that. That's a new change. Vim dap UI. NeoDev. So let's go and look at NeoDev. Really? Vim dap UI. Lazy. Ah, here we go. This is better. So why don't we do that and then NeoDev? Oh, wait a minute. I'm in the wrong file. Dap UI. Yeah. Envim neotest envim neo. Is that any better? It probably needs restart. That's better. Now we're cooking with onions. Okay, so next we look at, I guess Rustation probably hasn't had, it's had an update, I just don't know. Oh, Mason, it's the other thing we need to do. New versions, TextLab, Terraform, Python, GoPOS, Go Please, CVB tools. All right, nothing to do with Rust, but may as well do it. Okay, that's, oh, that took a while. All right, now let's get a random Rust program from somewhere, call it main. And if I'm not mistaken, do I have a key shortcut for this? Leader RD is Rust debuggables. Oh, nice. Okay, so that starts. Build but not test. So build. Hey, huh. Okay, maybe it works again. That was easy. Question is, can I hit a break? Oh, it's already on a breakpoint. Is it? Certainly hasn't advanced any further. Can I remember all the breakpoint? The commands for it. Dat dap toggle breakpoint. Dap continue. What's dap continue? F5. Fair enough. So what's F5 do for me here? Terminate session, pause, restart. No, it kind of doesn't help me. Interesting. I wonder if the key combination's changed since the last time I used it. Oh, leader F5. No, normal mode F5. Toggle dap UI, step into, step over, terminate. Let's try DT. That works. Cool. Let's see here. What about actually setting a breakpoint somewhere? What about in the menu code? So menu, main menu, and say the init function. If I'm not mistaken, it was leader B. Nope. It is set breakpoint, leader space. Fair enough. There we go. Rust debuggables. Oh, it only gives me tests because I'm not in the main function. That's pretty annoying. Must be a way to do that. Well, it certainly didn't hit the breakpoint. It seems to be, oh, I bet you there's an option for like stop on launch. But then surely F5 should continue, right? Terminate, pause, restart, disconnect. What does restart give me? Oh, it just restarts the whole session. Well, it's better than I had before. It was thoroughly broken before. All right. So DT for terminate. And yeah, maybe there's a stop on execution setting I need to change. I don't have like a one of those VS Code JSON settings anyway. It doesn't look like it. I think we need some docs. Actually, what about help tags, debug, Rust debuggables maybe? No, it's Rust LSP. Station tool options. And maybe search for stop. No, Alt. I guess I need some web docs. Station mbim. So installation, quick setup, usage, debugging, Rust debuggables. Calling the command with a bang will rerun the last debuggable. That's good. Requires a debug adapter, which I've got because I have that's actually called LLDB dapper now. Will silently attempt to auto-load nvim dap configurations when the LSP client attaches. You can call them with require dap continue or dap continue once they have been loaded. Maybe that's what I need to do. Let's see. What is it called? Leader RD. Build. It's running. It looks halted to me. So let's go dap continue. No, it's just the same thing as F5. Definitely looks halted. I wonder if I'm missing something in this bottom window here. Oh, that's not very helpful. You go away for a second. Path not found. It's looking for a bunch of assets. I wonder if that's the problem. Oh, do you know what? I bet it is. Because the path that it's looking for is the debug path, and I probably haven't moved the assets in there yet. The debug target or whatever it is. So just out of curiosity, is it failing, or can I hit enter and something will happen? No, it's failing. All right. So let's try. We've got assets in, well, assets, but we also need to move them all to the target folder, I do believe, and into the debug. Let's try that. So copy our assets, target, debug. And we'll just have a quick look and see if that changes anything. Oh yeah, it's got assets now. Nice. And it hit the debug, hit the breakpoint. Magic. All right. I can't promise to be an expert at this already, but at least it works. Sweet. Okay. Oh, actually, oh no, it does. So if I continue from here, it should just, yeah, perfect. And there we are. Nice one. All right, that's pretty encouraging. Got back to the breakpoint. Funny. All right, get rid of that one. But that is a good result. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. That one's a done one. All right, Bevy UI DSL for all menus. Excellent. We can do that. So I need cargo. I wonder if I also need to bump Bevy. Didn't Bevy go to 13.1? Maybe I won't tempt fate right now. So this is what we need. Nice little DSL to simplify spawning UI nodes. Cool. Where is its Rust docs page? Bevy UI DSL. V1. Is that correct? Released 27 days ago. No releases published. Year 8. Are we talking about the same thing? 0.8. This one says 0.1. This doesn't seem right. Oh, that's the dependencies tab. All right. I don't know why that happened. Okay. Cargo add Bevy UI DSL. Cool. Bevy UI DSL. All right. So how do I get started with this? Already got a camera. Don't need that. No, UI scout. I didn't know that. That's good to know. Well, let's just paste this in and see where it goes. And we'll start with the main menu since we're already there. The rest of that should be fine. Okay. No prelude, so it's just Bevy UI DSL start. Cool. Assets is what? Res asset server. All right, we can do that. It's just called asset server, but never mind. Sweet. Root, I assume comes from Bevy UI DSL. What's C root? Once the root node bundle asset server gets propagated. All right. Not sure where croot comes from. Must be in the library. And then node c-half, c-green. Oh, that's this example here. Create your own widgets, they're just functions. So what does it think that this is? All right, what about this? Nothing. Mild confusion. Can't find C green. What about C root? Yeah, C. Cannot find C root. This is a weird example. Let's look at its examples directory. Maybe that'll be a clearer picture. Not sure what is going on there. Example inline. Oh, classes. I bet that's what that is. Mod classes. Okay. And I think there was a feature, what, class helpers or something like that. Let's get the docs site up and running. Okay, so mod classes. Actually, I might need to put that in lib. I suspect. Can't remember. Let's try that. So lib 9j mod classes and use classes. All right. I think it's going to be it's not going to be Bevy UI DSL classes. Let's just see what happens. Yeah, this is not right. I'm missing something important here. About the way this gets imported. Is it just Bevy UI DSL classes? Is there any bit? No. There's a feature. I saw a feature in the install. Let's see if we can find it. It's like a class helper or something. Yeah, class helpers. Module that provides helper constants and functions that make creating classes simple. All right, let's do that just to see if that rules it out. Feature class helpers. Version. Features class underscore. Yeah. Okay. And then it's got use Bevy UIDSL class helpers. I think I'm gonna not do that for now. And get rid of that. And here, use Bevy UIDSL class helpers. It's got some ads coming up in a sec. Star. But we'll pause for that while I feverishly read documentation. Confusion reigns. I'm happy to learn it. I just like to know how to import it. This does not look like a complete example. Tell you what, let's go to the other example. I see classes is there as a mod. Wait, so are these just example classes? They don't come with the library. Oh, right. Light dawns. Okay. It's not, it's not, it's not something that they provide. It's just classes that he's defined for the example. Okay. Now I'm with you. Cool. So in that case, we could put that in the menu module. This is very web tech. Source menu. It's got some ads running. Hang on for a sec. Do apologize. Okay. So classes, they're really just callback functions that modify bundles and text styles. It's useful to think of them as CSS classes. Okay, so like CSS only not. All right, not included in module tree, so we need that in mod. Yeah, mod classes. And then this one shouldn't need the class helpers, but it should need use super classes, right? Right. So now C root isn't an error because that's actually defined in the classes. Fair enough. I guess the convention of leading C makes sense. We may as well stick with that. So how would I translate my existing root menu into that? That's the next question. Let's take this and yank it all of it into here. All right. So let's just take the first section of it and we'll see if we can translate it. Node bundle, background color, or just the first node bundle anyway. So we've got okay, so it takes an argument of the node bundle, and this would definitely be the root node. So they have a width and height of 100%. Height 100%, yes. Width 100%, good. Padding, I presume you can do the same thing. So let's get this alphabetical, please. Let's go B style padding equals UI rect or val px 100. Okay, too many syntax errors to format. So actually, why don't we assume that all of these properties can be translated to those equivalents? Yeah. So here we've got you get the S as a mutable reference to B style, and then you just assign everything. Background color. Yeah, all right. Actually, B background color is not on the style property. So, yeah. Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Let's get that and put it here. And it's going to be B background color. And then I don't need to get a reference to the style. We can just do it this way. Yeah, I suppose it doesn't hurt. Might be cleaner. Mute s equals and mute B style. Copilot already wants to leave me there. And then this becomes S padding, S height, and S width. Nice and simple. And then we've got all of these. And we can presume, I hope, that the defaults get used. Get rid of those, make them semis. and got the background color, and then we just need something to tag it with, but I'll figure that out in a minute. How are we doing? Getting there? Yes, you're right about that. Ah, what? That's what we're looking for. And this is let mute. This is an assignment. So is that, so is that, and so is that. How are we doing? Couple more things. Oh, okay, fair enough. Cool. Well, that's certainly cleaner. Now, the question is, how do we tag it? If I want to give it a component, how do I do that? Oh, right, that was what the inline style was for, which is like, let's go to the inline example again. Example inline. Example inline. Uh, sorry, 2.6. Okay. So they do it. Where is that? Inline version of example RS functionally equivalent. New commands. ctext cpixel p. Oh, okay. It's tagging it there. Inline variant of text button. So it's being tagged like that. That's actually a really good way of doing it, using an enum component instead of a just a regular one like I've been doing. So that would mean hmm, interesting. Is my stream manager busted? I cannot see chat messages. Weird. Oh, I might just reload that. Random. Anyway, all of this can go. No, it can't. Some of it can go. But we need to redefine on main menu screen. So we'll add a debug there. This is very weird. Ah, that's better. Cool. I'm happy. Okay. Now, this is going to turn into an enum with variance. I think it's tempting to have like just one menu enum for everything, but I think that might get a little bit too muddled. So why don't we take it back to main menu, and we'll just call it root now. And then this becomes main menu root. Try using the variance enum. Isn't that what I just did? Create menu, main menu, root. What? I think the LSP is confused, but we'll figure that out in a sec. So that would mean that I can tag it. Let's make this way less complex. Okay. What is the first bit of text in that menu? Just out of complete ignorance. That's the base node bundle. And the first child is 6 ways too. Ideally, I wonder, can that be empty? Can you just not pass any classes? You probably can't, right? Or maybe you'll get the defaults. Oh, apparently you can. See pixels. So the example was showing text button I. Does that just mean inline? Text I. Oh, be quite helpful if it'd give a bit of an explanation. Assets, text class, extras, parent. Okay, so parent is P, obviously. We've got text class, extras. So can I get away with doing this? Like so? Or no, because we haven't got cPixel. So let's just make another class. What is cText, I wonder? That was the other one in their classes. Let's just use their examples for a minute. cText is just a margin. That's fine with me. And cPixel is what? It's a font and a size. All right, just check that in for a sec. And we won't care about the font because we're going to change it in a sec. Cool. So that took our errors away. Consider giving a font handle an explicit type. I think that turns out to be okay once I actually use it because code type inference sorts itself out. Okay. In fact, you probably don't need the font handle because it's going to get loaded anyway. So all I need to do is get rid of that, and put it in here. You can quote, paste, and see if that works. Certainly not going to be called pixel. So this is going to be essentially subtitle, I guess. And this can be title. And commands, instructions. Asset server. Text style. Okay. So you give it a text. You give it a text class and extras and a class. So class does things like, this is a little confusing. What's the distinction there? Hey, Lomas, how you doing? I'm doing your thing. Gradually making headway with it, I think. What is the distinction between text class and a class is my question. Here we go. Oh no, that's left pane is a node bundle, spawns a text bundle. Manipulates a node bundle, takes in a class or a tuple of classes. Widget functions return the entity spawned. Oftentimes that's easy to insert a marker. Yep, that's the inline one. And the class helpers. So already done that. Class functions in their own module. I think that's pretty much what I'm already doing. Okay, let's go back to this. So this is going to be, wait, so, oh, by the way, it's the only annoying part. You need to make the same class function for each bundle type. Okay. By the way, I played your game this afternoon. It's really cool. I'm very, very bad at it, but I thought the whole bullet ricochet thing was pretty cool. So that becomes, I think, subtitle. I don't quite understand. So their text function, which I changed to title, but maybe I should, it just has a margin, and that was the only thing. So text I. Oh, okay. Not a whole lot of documentation. All right. All right. Let's just keep playing with this. So we'll just leave that the way it is. Right, so one's responsible for a text bundle, one's responsible for a text style. I have no idea what my font size normally is. 30 apparently. 40 for that one. Um, okay. It's going to throw some ads at you in a sec. My apologies. Um, yeah, so doesn't seem like we're going to need that right now. This, I don't know what's going on there. Expected type found variant. Oh, right. I gotcha. There we go. So see text, see subtitle, main menu, root. Consider removing into. Oh yeah, we don't actually need that anymore. And that. All right, let's see if that will actually run for us, or if I've skipped something. Oh, it does. Oh, well, that was easy. The margin's probably off, but that's okay because I haven't done half of it. Uh, just pause for a sec while those run. All right, so that takes care of that first bit. And that one had just a font size of 40, so that's easy. Then we've got, what was that? Just spacing. Yeah, bottom margin of 30. Skip that for a second, get the rest of the text on the screen. So this one is font size 80. Function, let's see. And they should be gone now. All right, title. What does Copilot think I should be doing? I mean, you're not wrong. That seems reasonably sensible. So let's go. Interesting, actually, it probably should have been root by. Is there a root by? There must be, right? And then you can just, or is it node I maybe? Because you really only want the root node to be marked, or I only want the root node to be marked. Class assets, commands, extras, children. Class, assets, commands, extras, right? So it goes here. Main menu root. And this one can just be text for now. Yeah, that should do it. All right, so that means we can do text. Oh yeah, I can see how this could be really clean. Why does it want me to type die? 6 ways to die. Copilot's trying to write my game for me. No, thank you. Definitely not. Not die at all. It's photo P. And then, yeah, we'll just take that piece by piece. I'm not quite sure about this. C text business. Maybe it's just something, if I want to give something to every text bundle, can it be empty? Anyway, let's have a look. Okay, apparently we're no longer orienting vertically. That's okay, we can figure that out. Let's get the rest of the text in there. Function instructions, assets, asset server. Man, those suggestions are out of control. At this font size, they're taking the entire screen. Need to get rid of them. Just too much information. Yeah, like you could probably put a maybe I could put some style information in the text bundle's got style on it, hasn't it? Yeah, right. Oh no, that's node bundle. It's still got style though. So I could put all the style constants in there. That's relatively composable. And the font. And get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. That becomes 40. Is it 40 or 30? 30, I think. And this is an asset server again. Uh, No field font on. Oh, really? Interesting. It's got to be on the text style, huh? Yeah. So you can't just override that. It's worth a crack. So what's the style property on text bundle? Okay. So more dimensions and not like text styling. Yeah, I gotcha. All right, cool. Kind of divides it up into two. All right, so can't get that clever, but that's okay. We will be fine. Mhm. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Really? Oh, to undo all my work, should just hit the undo button a bunch of times. All right. Then we go text. What are my instructions? Enter to play, escape to quit. Okay, except that those are instructions. Cool. Very web tech. Oop, doesn't like that. Instructions. Did I really not call it C? Oh yeah. Bet you I'll be doing that a bunch of times. Okay. It'll all be in one long line. You watch. Yep. Okay. So, but it works, so that's fine. Which bit of my orientation am I missing? Something about a containing sort. What have I changed it from? It used to be line items end, flex direction column. That's something I haven't properly transposed. No, flex direction column. Is that part of style? Yeah. But this is being applied where? It's being applied to the root node, the node bundle. So in here, maybe it should have been applied there, not not here. Let's just figure that out. Whoa, definitely not. Don't know if that's what was really intended, but let's just figure that out. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's vertical, so that's good. Yeah. So how does that work? Does this actually let me navigate this? Got node, background color, border color, children, children. Yeah, and then four children there. So it's actually node in node in node. Hmm. Hmm. Do I need this, right? I can't just put text in the root node, or can I? Maybe I've just got too many layers going on here. Ah, there we go. Now we're talking. All right, so too much spacing, but that's because of the new class text thing that we got going on. We can fix it. We have the technology. Uh, yeah, so this can go away. Cool, that's so much cleaner. Well, it hides a lot of the abstraction anyway. It abstracts a lot of the mess away. So this, I wonder if this can actually be empty. Seems kind of counterintuitive. I guess it just provides all default values if you do that. Uh, yeah, see what that does. Yeah, that's actually fine. That's the way it was before. All right, I can live with that. Very clean. Thank you very much. Love it. We will. It's a shame it has to exist, but I guess, whatever. Um, if I ever need to add any kind of global style, I can. So that means we need to convert. Oh, get rid of all those quotes for starters. So why didn't I need to import the class helpers? What's the difference there? Includes various helper functions and constants to make your life easier. Oh, because of this. All right. Yeah. PC 50. I gotcha. To be honest, I'm happy with just the regular one for now. Can fix it up later if I want to. So now we need to change. That was main menu. Now we need to change pause menu. And that's going to use super classes. And very similar structure to this. Except it's going to say paused, enter to play, escape to main menu. Okay. Paused, main menu, whoops. And all of this nonsense can go away. Very cool. Oh yeah. Use, it's called, yeah, that's the one. Thank you, Copilot. Oh, and the main menu thing, except that we're going to insert pause menu. So we need a new thing called pause menu pub enum. This is derived component debug, and this is root. And to be honest, it doesn't really need to be an enum, but maybe I'll just leave it that way for now until I get used to this. Just as a simple pattern to follow. Pause menu. All right. And we will convert all of the in-game menus. So context menu is the first one. I don't think the classes are going to be that different. What do I use? It's in render, right? Yeah, render context menu. I've even created it as a nicely abstracted function, so I only have to change it in one spot. So this is slightly different alignment, so we have to fix a few things. So classes will have, I guess, the context root. Might just copy all of this. It does rely on being able to add children. I don't think that'll be a big problem. I have to figure it out. Because I assume the DSL spawns its own elements. Yeah. I don't have to copy it anywhere. I can just edit it right in place. If menu is open. So do we spawn the base menu at the top though, don't we? Yeah. So here, this needs to become root I. That is definitely not the syntax. Yeah, we'll redefine that. So in classes, that's context menu root. This will be, that's normal root. This will be context menu root. Background color can be the same. Yes, probably yes. Align end, height 100, width 100, 100 padding all round, justify content end. I don't think I have flex direction column though. No way, I've got padding twice. height and width of 100. Yeah, that looks roughly correct. So this becomes context root. Need to import it. Bevy UIDSL and classes. Where am I referring to main menu? Oh yeah, that is pause menu. Is it mutable? That's not mutable. That's better. It's not that anyway. We need a new type. Context menu. Refactoring. It's so much fun. Context menu root. Debug. Can I have context menu if it's already? Yeah, I can't do that. Yeah, you know what? Let's just, oh, we've got an on context menu as well. You know what? This is fine. Now we've got some ads floating through in about 60 seconds. Do you want to make a cup of tea? Still getting used to this whole thing. Ads, that is. I can snooze them, I suppose. No, give it a sec. So this would be, instead of that, that's going to be on context menu, or was it context menu root? Hey, zombie, you joined at a terrible time. It's going to run an ad thingy. But hi. And we're paused. Oh, that's nice of you. Come up with all of these fancy graphics to tell people that we're watching ads. Oh, hope you're doing well. What's the time? 20 minutes past 8. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Rolling into Easter weekend. Don't know if I really like my chances of getting a demo out on April 1st, but we might get something into playtesting, see how we go, see how the weekend goes. Just a technology preview. Fancy way of saying something that doesn't break. Oh yeah, the clocks. Do you all change at the same time we do? I suppose you must. It's probably the other way around. The New Zealanders always copy the English. Yeah, I think so. Okay, that's enough of those ads. All right, sweet. So, um, I hope you got some sleep. It sounded like you were pretty much hitting the wall earlier in the day. Context menu root, yes. So that should be able to go away, I hope. Oh, except for this needs to change. So, oh, we're gonna have to do this dynamically. Interesting. So how do you attach children in this model? So I need to plug them in afterwards. You sleep like the dead. Excellent. Literally. Yeah. Widget functions return the entity spawned. These entity IDs can be escaped so that components and bundles can be inserted later. Yes. There are two escape methods, set and push. Copies this entity into an option. They return the entity spawned. So can I not just do do I in fact have to include that closure, or can I just leave it? For example, could I do this? Oops. Sure. Okay, so the goal is to get rid of that. That's context menu root. Yes. So now, down in render, in theory, I ought to be able to just plug it in. Yeah. If menu is open, let menu item equals, and then we can change it. So it'll be node I instead of spawn node bundle. So that means with children. Oh, actually, I might not even need to do that. I've got to add flex directions and stuff though. Oh, yeah, no, I probably do. All right, so that needs its own style, which we're going to call C context submenu, for want of a better name. And then it's going to node I takes what? Extras and the parent and the children. All right, so extras is going to be on context menu, and then we get P and the children. Expected 4 arguments, found 3. What did I miss? Class, extras, parent, children. I'm being foolish in some way. Oh, what about commands? Class, assets, commands. Oh no, because I'm not sure if you can parcel it out like this. Hmm. Oh, I see. So it's passing it from the root. So I can't, can I? How do I write to it later? They can be escaped so that components and bundles can be inserted later. I need an example. Where's an example? Text button higher, commands entity, insert. Okay, I think. How do I query it back from the function later? Oh, I'm so confused. This must be riveting to watch. Yeah, the set and push style is better when the insertion logic is complex and easily separatable. The inline style is better for market components as well as situations where separating the UI logic from the insertion logic is inconvenient. So what about this version? Huh. But, oh, okay, so you add the, all right, but how do I modify it? I'm so confused. Wow. Um, so I need to get that, whatever is associated with the context menu root, and get that back out later. That's fine. So down in render, I query it there. Oh, that's not what I meant. I query it there. So I can get that entity, no problem. Therefore, I can get the entity from using set and then unwrap it later. All right. I think I'm combining both methods. Let out context submenu equals none. Let menu item. But how do I? Oh, God, so tricky. I think the root. I have to use the root one, even if it's not. It's just a node or a node bundle. I have to use the root one because it's the only one that takes commands and asset server. So that's going to be context submenu. Class, assets, commands, context submenu, P. Consider borrowing mutably where. Commands, all right. Can't find C context submenu, probably because I haven't made it yet. Can't find assets because it's called asset server. So get rid of that. All right. No longer care about that. Assets with an S. C context submenu should come out of classes. Did I not call it that? Oh, I called it C context root. I don't have a C context submenu yet. Function C context submenu B. And that had on it a data debug. Yeah, I have dedicated a data debug, and I got my debugger working actually, which is good. But I'm now, this is work that I need to do in order to make menus really easy. So it's unfortunate that I finished them the old-fashioned way before Lomix told me about this new library that works way better. So it's just taking a bit of getting my head around. I don't think this will be the end of debugging. It's more like debugging facilitation, right? Now, so back and render. Yeah, now we have a value. So in that value needs to go these things. B style align items. B style flex direction. Justify content. I'm firing up my game because I've slept on it and I have a solution for something. Of course you do. That's exactly the way it's supposed to work. Also the toilet, but you know, sleep works too. Okay, that in theory should work. I have a book for the toilet called 52 Things to Read While You Poop. My partner got given a calendar the other day, which is basically pictures of dogs pooping. It's pretty funny. With children, yeah, so here we can just get nice and simple and go text. Oh, you did? Nice. I wonder if it's the same one. What is the text? Text is submenu key to owned. Actually, yeah. And that's going to have a style of C submenu item. C submenu key to owned. And what else do I have to include with that? the text, a bundle class, a text style, and p. See context submenu. Actually, no. See text. See submenu key and p. Right. What's the problem here? Argument's incorrect. Needs to be a reference. And see submenu key doesn't exist yet. Club function. See submenu key. Um, assets. He sent us the monthly picture. I mean, joy needs to be shared. I'm slightly concerned that there was a photographer somewhere that just basically went around parks, public parks, asking people if they might have taken pictures of their dogs while they were pooping. Deeply concerning. So it should be 60 and 30. Shame you can't specify the font one place, but never mind. And then it's going to be submenu description, and that's going to be 30. Don't think there's any other styling we need to do. Actually, it's called title, so we may as well use consistent wording. Title. All of this should be able to go away, except we need to store those things so that we can add them. Need to store yeah. So this needs to be set mute context submenu, and this is context submenu unwrap. Ooh, it might work. That's exciting. No guarantees, but it's pretty exciting. All right, see if I broke anything. Oh, I definitely broke something. Font handle. Where is that? Context menu 315. Oh, right. I have another one. Okay. But it's the same deal, right? What is this one for? Oh, it's different menu tiers, right? That kind of sucks. I hope we can refactor that at some point. Yeah, that one's the open menu, but not the sibling menu. Okay, so it's essentially the same code, I hope. Definitely makes it more compact. 60/30. Not quite yet. Because it's called a menu, not a submenu, which is kind of a narrow distinction. What am I missing? Cannot find value context of me. Oh yeah. So context menu, let new context menu is bound to be a good way to abstract all this away. But there's nothing wrong with a little code repetition, I suppose. All right. So first of all, does the pause menu work? Yes. Don't know if that's the way it used to be justified. Don't think it is. Anyway, I can fix that. Oh, damn. Let's try that again. Okay, how do my menus appear? Oh, they do appear. Excellent. That all seems, oh, that didn't work. Not quite. It could have been an existing bug, actually. Now it's going to throw another ad break out in about 60 seconds if anybody wants a cuppa. Okay. Now, what about build menus? That works. That works. That doesn't work because his inventory is full. Oh, yeah, sweet. Okay, that all seems to be roughly what I'd expect. Just wait for those ads to finish. Yeah, I definitely thought it would be center justified. Maybe I can fix that at some point. Okay, it's about to roll away. Now, what was the thing I was going to fix? Oh, center justify. All right, so that's going to be in classes. Justify content center. It's definitely there. Hmm. But not on pause menu, right? Um, where would that be? Look in pause menu, that uses croot asset server, and croot does justify content end. Huh. So that actually should be center, right? Oh, but wait, if it, I think we might be missing a node. Uh, or maybe I just need to put pub function c center be mute text bundle. Text bundle. Very much text bundle at this point. B style justify content center, and then we can put that into pause menu. Actually, I don't know if, we'll soon find out. Did I call it center the proper spelling, or no, I didn't. I try to use the Kiwi spelling, but sometimes the Americanism is too strong. Color with a U, damn it. Better to take two arguments, but it takes one argument. Really? Oh yeah, it's got to have the asset server. Underscore A. Spell. How English, how she is spoke. So in theory, well, that's center justified. That isn't. What's the difference? Uh, main menu. See root, see text, see subtitle, see title. Huh. Flex direction column, justify content end, align items end. Doesn't seem like this does anything. And then in pause menu, text, see root. It's the same. Maybe it's being thrown off by other UI nodes on the page. Hmm. Confusing. I would like to know why that is. So it's center justifies in main menu. Which looks practically identical. C-root asset server mute commands. C-root asset server mute commands. What? What happens if I do a node C center just wanted to see how it would autocomplete. And we'll bring C center back. Asset server. Mute. B mute. Text bundle. Oh no, node bundle. Oh, maybe that was the problem. It was a text bundle, not a node bundle. B style justify content. What takes two arguments? This function takes three arguments, but four arguments. Oh yeah. Function is expected to take one, but it takes two. Ah, yeah, no asset server. All right. Are we happy now? See if that centers it, just out of curiosity. Biggs. How you doing, man? This is the first time you've said anything in here, or been here. You get sucked into all the channels eventually. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah. I know, right? It's dirty, dirty boy. We're mired in menus. I know, it's the same. It's the same cast of UK characters and one recalcitrant Kiwi. Well, that's definitely not Center Justified. Oh no, that's not good. All right. Um, it is cool. It's quite nice to recognize the people around the traps. Um, all right, so that's clearly not what we want. If I met you in real life, I would definitely not hit you for at least 5 minutes. And then try and eat the brains. All right, you know what? This is a style issue. I don't need it right now. The original task was to get debugging happening, so let's do that instead. And we will figure out why the main menu center justifies and the other one doesn't later. Center, not center. All right. You get the 5 minute bonus, exactly. The grace period. Cool. So We have switched to Bevy UI DSL for all menus, thanks to Mr. Lomax. Now, resource counters and inventory trackers to help with in-game debugging. 5-minute bonus is what Mrs. B calls into that time. The less said about that, the better. All right, where am I going to put this? This is not a menu per se, it's more like a UI. Currently I have I guess debug. It's not really, it's tempting to have a UI module, but now we've got menus, so you could separate menus and UI, I suppose. Kind of an artificial distinction. Epic. I am not going to get stuck on naming. We're going to move into debug and we'll split it out later. Otherwise, I'll spend the next 30 minutes deciding on a name. Debug plugin. All right, well, we don't have node bundle like that anymore. We use Bevy UI DSL. And just as an incredible hack, we're going to use the styles from the menus to save some time. You know what? No, we're not. Make source debug, move source debug mod rs. I don't know what you mean. My inventory is basically sussed. Inventory system's the devil's plaything. Yes, but you are trying to make a 3D inventory system. That's pretty ambitious as far as I can see. Well, 2D on 3D? This is basically going to be an inventory system too, so I'm looking forward to it being the devil's plaything. Okay, so now we can have a classes. So to begin with, we'll write this to source debug classes. Kill that, load the other one, and get rid of shit we don't need. Mod classes, use, is it super classes or create classes? Create, no, not create menu. Wait, where? Did you see a mod and I missed it? I like Maud. He's awesome. Where? Oh, there. Hey, man. Welcome. It's nice to see you. I love watching your stream. It's very inspiring. It kept me company through a very boring database migration. Yeah, look, I'll practice my shout out. I know how to do this now. Someone taught me. Hey, there we go. I'm such an expert. I know how to use one slash command. Dear me. Use create classes. No, it's create debug classes. Is it like that? Yeah, it likes that better than it did before. I'm usually sleeping when you stream, but Citilix raided me in there one night. Really cool setup you got going on. It really is. And the box. I mean, the box. Okay, so now I can go root I see root um, asset server res asset server mute commands so and assets and mute commands p p. Settlex is super cool. Seriously, zombie, you would really like it. I think it's really a lot of fun. Uh, but the box is everything. The box is life, or the opposite. Hard to tell. Nobody knows. Okay, now focus. Actually, will that build? No, so we need none of that really matters right now, but we do need to attach debug menu root. So that needs to go, I want to say here. I know I get distracted by chat all the time, but then, with when you only have, you know, two or three viewers, it's not too distracting. Uh, Especially if it's the same two viewers in every chat, in every UK chat, and random New Zealanders. Uh, okay, so we should be able to go like just to get something on the screen, we should be able to go text. Hi, I am a debug menu. See text, see don't really care, call it subtitle. P, and have that maybe vaguely work. Text 5, but 6 was supplied. What did I give too many of? All right. Yep. Okay, cool. So when is that going to run? On update, debug menu run if in-game stack playing. Okay. So let's put it in the top left. So this is line items end, flex direction column, justify content end. So let's go with start. Yeah. And we don't want to change the background color because that'll just gray out the screen. Definitely not a good idea. And the width is definitely not going to be. Let's leave the padding in, but we'll just. I don't even know if we want the height and width. Maybe if we just leave them off and see if it actually renders it all. Okay, well, it's spawning. It shouldn't be spawning in this screen, but that's okay. Okay, cool. So we can locate things up there and it shouldn't interfere with the things that are spawning down the bottom, which are independent. I am happy. Area storage, yeah, everything's still working. Okay, so we just need to make this into something meaningful and turn the world inspector off because it's a bit useless, to be honest. Okay, cool, happy. Um, don't really care about that. You can go away. Pretty much all of this can go away. We'll leave one sample text, piece of text. Except we'll, instead of calling it subtitle, we'll call it, what are we going to need? We're going to need a picture of the item. We're going to need a counter, and that might be it, probably, at least for now. So let's call this counter. I'll make it like ridiculously much smaller. I don't think that's good English, but I'm sticking with it. Say 20 for now. And that can stay put. That can go away. Okay, cool. This now becomes counter 0. Sweet. File not included in crate hierarchy. Yeah, I think you're probably right about that. So that needs to go into classes. Mod classes. Maybe? Ah, so confused. Been writing SQL all day. Seriously, what the hell is up with these modules? Pop mod, no, you do declare it in the parent. And then classes is just confusing. All right. Undo that. I think the LSP is just getting confused. Oh, it's going to run those stupid ads again. I don't know if I've got this timing right, eh? Maybe I haven't. I think the whole idea was to get the pre-roll off, right? Maybe I can snooze them. Let's snooze them. There we go. Don't want to sit there spamming ads at you all the time. All right. So in theory, we should just get the number 0. It's supposed to only show if in-state game set playing. Oh no, that's running at startup. That's why that's appearing. Yeah. So what we actually want is on enter game state playing, init run if run once. Yeah, I totally understand. I kind of wish you could turn them off too, but I do feel like, especially at my point in time, having pre-rolls would be pretty deadly. So I'll do what I need to do to keep the pre-rolls off and try and continue to be vaguely interesting, or at least make really stupid mistakes a lot. Um, that is correct. That is correct. We're missing that. Relatable. Why are you complaining? You're complaining because I made a stupid mistake. There we go. Okay, it's great here. Well, it's very nice of you to say that. This is kind of the beginning of something, hopefully. What I'd really like to do is make as much as possible kind of homegrown. So I'm thinking about ways I can like I was watching TJ DeVries stream near them today, and he was writing basically everything from scratch. So he was getting people to change his editor's color scheme using chat commands and doing all sorts of interesting things. So yeah, I'd like to be able to mostly come up with my own shit and not plug in too many pre-made things. Biggs is doing some awesome work in that region too. Melon throwing and so on. Um, yeah, except they kept changing it his color scheme to like shocking pink, which was really difficult to read, but it was pretty funny. Okay, yeah, you absolutely should follow Biggs. His channel's much more colorful than blue. Okay, so we need to make this dynamic. So that's going to run on enter, and we need a tear down as well. So add systems on exit, I think. Um, no, actually, isn't there a game state over? What's happened to my OSP? Game state, game state, game state, game state. I think there's a game state over. Game state over. Ah, yeah, cool. Add systems on enter game state over tear down. Yeah. So add systems on enter game state over tear down, and it's going to be debug menu root. Big's channel is now a carnival. Melon tossing remote controlled robots, weird clowns talking. The weird clown's comment felt unnecessary. I'm a perfectly average clown. I, I don't know if a person can individually judge that. I think that that's for other people to decide. And the ads that I snoozed are now about to start. I do apologize. Go and make yourself a cup of tea. Don't take a side base. You're better than that. Hmm. I wear a spider plushie on my head. I have nothing to say. Yeah, I don't know that you really, it doesn't really give you a lot of credibility. I'll grab some dinner, but I'll lurk here. Hey, thanks for the lurk, man. I really appreciate it. It's nice to see. Okay, good. So we're tearing down, right? So now we need an update. So how would we do that? What's something that we want to count? We need to count things in storage that are rocks. We need to count rocks in storage. Cool. So that means I need a query uh, of storage areas, and the best place to look for one of those is in crafting. Pass the big commented out function that will eventually become a function, storage areas. This kind of thing. I wonder if the best protocol for a programming heavy channel is to keep typing during the ad breaks but stop talking. Query, so storage, that's going to be not mutable. So storage areas, query, and storage area. Cannot find this type storage area. That's understandable because I haven't imported it. Okay, seriously, the LSP needs a restart. During the ad break, just copy and paste a huge chunk of unrelated code. So when people come back, they think you've done loads. Or, maybe basic, just dump a bunch of quick basic in here just to confuse people. Okay, so can continue order, that's not what I want. But what I do want is a summary of things that are in storage areas. However, just to get something working, initially what I want is a stone count. Storage areas iter, filter map, and to get the resource out of the storage area. And then filter resource type equals resource type stone. And then we'll just count, or possibly len. No, count. Yeah, another import. And then we will update, we need to update this. That means that we need to be able to get the debug menu root. And in fact, we need a marker for this. I wonder if you could mark it with a resource type. That'd be kind of cool. I don't think that's a component though. It has to be a component. Damn, no. At least I'm not watching Kung Fu Panda trailer right now. Uh, are you not? Derive component debug tab enum debug menu item. I suspect some of this is going to get refactored away, but let's just see where it leads us. Stone. That becomes a text I, and we give it a marker of debug menu item stone. I finally cracked open Spout, and I think this might be a game changer for my overlay. I do not know what a Spout is. Nothing anyone will notice, but so much easier on the back end. Spout overlay. How to remove Spout to NDI text overlay in a right hand. Oh my god, what? After Effects? Spout. These are things of which I know not. Yeah, I don't know. You'll have to explain it to me one day. It allows you to send individual sources out of OBS. Huh. I have ideas, man. So you should. Being dead is no excuse. Yeah, so we're marking it with debug menu item stone. So now we should be able to query, for that. So basically sounds like my dad. I'm probably older than both of you combined. Way too old to be doing this ridiculous nonsense. I doubt that. I don't know, man. I think you might. I remember before the internet, man. Uh, okay. What am I querying for? The UI. So let's just call it debug UI for the moment. Query and debug menu item. Oh, there you go. Yeah, no, I'm not 83. I am older than both of you. I will be 52 this year. Um, which makes me older than most of Twitch, frankly. I don't look or sound like it. But see, now this is on record. It's been sent to the internet. Um, yeah. So if that can I query that way? I think I can, right? So um, let's go with let okay um, call it node for now equals debug UI get single mute. Uh, uh, else. Nope. That's going to need to be immutable. And then cannot borrow as mutable. Oh yeah, does help if you declare it that way. It turns out a day over 48. Damn you. I'm immature for my years. Okay, so the next question is, if I've got the node like that, actually I need the entity, right? I need the entity because, so we're going to go entity with debug menu item. Can I specify which one? No. That's going to be interesting. I don't know if I'm going to have to cycle through them and just look for the one that, yeah, I don't know about that. But anyway, let's get it working first, then make it pretty. Um, so I need to another node, probably root I. No, I need to modify the original one. Ooh, this is tricky. How does this work? I can either wipe it away and overwrite it every time it changes, but I need to know if it's changed. Do I need to store it as a resource and then have a separate render function? Yeah, so fn update resource counts, storage areas, separation of concerns, ladies and gentlemen. I like to throw in that complex programming jargon every now and again. Put that in there, run that update resource counts, and debug menu. Yeah. Then we should be able to, yeah. So if you need to maintain a counter, you need to know if it's changed so you can re-render it. And you need to know what to render. So during the init phase, I need a structure similar to the one I have for context menu that lists all of the options, that counts, and whether or not the menu is, not to put too fine a point on it, dirty. If it's a dirty, dirty menu, then it needs to be re-rendered. Stands to reason. Okay, so let's get that out of context menu. Yeah, context menu resource, that thing. Debug menu resource is dirty, bull. And then counts, which is going to be a hash map resource type. Int or float? I think, maybe a U32, but no, because we'll be storing them in floats. Well, let's just start with floats, see what happens. Can't find hash map? Of course you can't. Okay, then we need to init that resource. Debug menu resource. Cool. And we'll initialize it by giving it a value of 0. So that means I need to obtain the resource. Mute counts, res mute debug menu resource. Then counts. Oh, that's a terrible name for it. Counts. We can't do that. Debug menu. Debug menu. Counts equal insert. Oh, it wants to autocomplete. It is correct. Well, wonders never cease. Thank you, Copilot. Now, that's good. So we've inserted that as 0. We could just pull it out again to populate this, but there's no point. I think it would probably be best not to try and tag each of the individual items. If we see one that needs updating, we should just trash the whole lot and redraw it. I wonder if that's going to cause flicker. Might give it a crack anyway and see how it looks. It's not like they have to update every half a second or anything. So we'll just tag it as debug menu item. Keep it nice and simple. Debug menu item becomes a struct. And this, yeah, that's all good. So this one needs to compare the count that's in the debug menu resource with the count that it finds from the storage areas and see if it's changed or not. So that's its sole job. That means we need the mutable resource, debug menu, resmute, debug menu resource. And if stone count does not equal, oh, what does Copilot want to do? I'm always fascinated. No, that's completely wrong. No, 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 no. If stone count does not equal, actually, let's call it let mute current count equals debug menu counts entry resource type stone, or insert 0 if stone count does not equal current count. Debug menu is dirty equals true. Oh, can't compare use size with F32. Interesting. Why would that return a use size? Because I'm only counting the number of storage areas that have a stone in them, not the actual quantity of the stones. Okay. I essentially need a sum. But let's extract the value first. So how do I get that value out? Map, right? Is it amount? Quantity. And not count, but it's essentially a reduce, isn't it? I might need to look that up. Rust, reduce, iterator. Oh, it's a crate. Does it fold? I think it's fold. Fold can be used when it's desired to transform a collection into a single value. For example, if the sum of all even numbers is desired. Fold, 0. Oh yeah, so basic reduce, really. We'll copy that. Thank you. Yoink. Uh, and we probably won't need, yeah, probably won't need this step. This can be ACC plus our quantity. Yeah, that was only moderately painful. Not sure that that's the most efficient, but we'll see how we go. Has that gotten rid of that error? Can't compare F32 with mute F30. Oh yeah. Variable does not need to be mutable. Will need to be mutable in a moment. Current count equals. Yeah. Oh, damn it, not this again. Cannot borrow in debug menu is mutable more than once at a time. So I think one of them needs to be cloned. I just can't remember how this works. Same problem. Is it copy? This is where Rust starts to weigh you down a little. No, that's not it. Okay, how can I change the logic so this isn't that much of a problem? I think I just need a copy of the original value. But how do I do that without borrowing it twice? Uh, it should be second nature by now. Um, let copy equals if copy if stone count does not equal copy. That was it. Okay. So, oh wait, it does. Why doesn't it need to be mutable? I need it to be mutable so that it changes the value, right? This is wrong. This has got to be painful to watch. I will eventually get there. Um, why can't I obtain a non-mutable copy of it, but also modify it? Giving keys corresponding entry in the map for in-place manipulation. Actually, I think the way to do this is two separate calls. So that's ads again. This is dev streaming. Yeah, I know, painful, right? Everybody gets to watch you fumble. I tell you what, I'm going to solve it before the ad break finishes. It's wishful thinking. Yeah, I think that needs to be. Does insert overwrite an existing value? If the map did not have this key present, none is returned. If the map did have this key present, the value is updated and the old value is returned. Oh, I could possibly use that. The key is not updated. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we could actually do um yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. So let old count equals insert stone count. And if stone count does not equal odd count, except odd count would be an option, so that's not going to work. If let some old count, we actually know it's already there, but we might as well do it this way. If let some old count equals yes. If let some old count equals debug menu counts insert stone count. If old count does not equal, yeah, that was only moderately painful. Now we just got to extrapolate it to a couple of hundred different resource types and we should be fine. Okay, what's the time? Oh, almost 10. Probably wrap it up soon. Easy, exactly. Okay, so we then need to render it. So that's the root node for the debug UI. With debug menu item, actually with debug menu root, I think is the problem. Wait, context menu, render. We despawn everything on context menu. Oh yeah, and then we query for the menu root. So there's two separate queries. Okay. So in that case, I need debug items and debug root. Query entity with debug menu root. Sweet. Now, if, oh, we need the resource as well. So mute debug menu must be alphabetized because anal query. Wait, you're allowed to say them on Twitch? Not a query, it is a res mute debug menu resource, correct copilot. If debug menu is dirty, or more to the point, if debug menu is not dirty, return. Put that at the top. Efficiency, efficiency. Time for the dog walk in the rain. And my dogs dissolve in the rain. Have a good walk, man. And then we would despawn recursive. That's the entity, right? Yeah. So what we actually want is for E in debug items, Azure commands, st e despawn recursive, mute commands, commands. Hymnical 21. How can you get this autocomplete in NeoVim? Right. So, couple of ways, but the one I use, let me just pull up the plugins, is a thing called nvim comp, which is this little puppy here on line 40, well, whatever line that is. Yeah, I'll paste the link. Nvim comp, and because it's a pretty popular part of the ecosystem now, a whole bunch of other plugins work with it. So it's really commonly used, and you can just kind of slot it in. It usually just works. So we'll dump that in here. There we go. Sweet. I take it you're a fellow Vimmer. Wow. As much as anything in NeoVim ever just works. But yeah, like I've got Copilot plugged into it and LewisNip and the path searcher and that kind of stuff. Yeah. So debug menu, let's just, yeah. Okay, so we're despawning everything if it's dirty so that we can redraw the menu. And that can go away. Then we need the root menu for let okay root equals yes, you're correct. Oh, you're almost correct, Copilot. That's actually get single else return. Not really. I use Rust Rover, and all the IDEs from JetBrains are too resource intensive for my taste. I completely understand what you mean. JetBrains do some amazing things. They really do, but honestly, it's so slow. I can't deal. Yeah, I completely get what you mean, but you might find it a little bit of a culture shock going from that to this. But I like it. And I just got the debug UI working again this evening, so I was pretty happy to see that back. You can do a lot. You can do a lot. Um, okay, so we've got the debug root, that's the entity, and then we just need to draw something on the entity. So that means I need to copy my existing code because I'm lazy. I don't need to worry about most of this complexity. I just need this kind of stuff. So we'll go let mute. Hang on, is this in a loop? Yeah, kind of, but in this case, I think there's only going to be one thing in there anyway. Menus editor. Oh, I suppose I can. It's going to be debug menu items. Debug menu. It's basically one thing that contains all the debug menu items. Let's just call it that. Context submenu. I think we have a menu item for it now, don't we? I'll just leave it as that for now. Assets, commands. This is going to be debug menu item. And then this is going to be that don't have to be a loop on it. Oh, this is getting hairy. This is getting bumpy. I'm getting rained on. I hate my dog right now. Wait, how are you typing this? Is your dog equipped with Wi-Fi? What's going on? I need to understand this. We're looping through. We're essentially looping through the hash map of things, of counts that we're storing, of all the resources. We don't need to worry about that. Oh, I see. So I'm spawning one of these root nodes for every single context menu. So I'm doing the same for every single count. Okay, I can live with that for now. That means I need to go for, oh gosh, I can't even remember. Yeah. So it's key value, right? So underscore count in, yeah, Copilot. How much do you want to autocomplete though? Yeah, that's right. Yep, definitely wrong. So we need the of my classes, use create debug classes. No field counts on standard option. Oh, it's an option, right? Why is it an option? Debug menu is what? Oh, that was a bad name. I overwrote the existing name. Okay. 4G and I'm hiding. You're in a bus stop right now, aren't you? I should be flattered, I suppose. See context submenu. Okay. Where did I get that value from? Oh, I see. He's always hanging around in bus stops. We don't like to ask too many questions. Understandable. Understandable. That does not exist in my current classes file, that's why. So all we've really got is, call it C counter. Actually, hang on. Yeah, we'll give it a crack. Assets, commands, debug menu item, and the text will be count, possibly count to owned. Yep, we need the asset server. Expected to take one, but it takes two. That's because we need to see root instead. Gradually work through all of the errors. So close, maybe, possibly. And this one is because, oh my goodness, yeah, that'll be two owned. Oh, it's it's not a string. So I need to convert an F32 to a string, which I do possibly like this. Yep, so I just need a class that fits, and it'll be C counter. All of these people that use game engines with editors are laughing their faces off right now. Well, at least it runs. Hey, it's a number. It's a tiny, tiny number. It's much too small, but it's a number. All right, so uh, I will make it bigger, but in the meantime, if we define a resource area and harvest, does the count by any chance go up? I'm not holding out great hope, but it'd be cool if it did. Yes, it does. It moved, but it does. Okay. Does it go up again? No. But I actually suspect that might be a bug because I think there's a problem with the code that deposits resources at the storage area. All right. Well, I can deal with that. I learned a new UI library. I have some debug code, sort of, which will eventually turn into resource counters for the game, which the players are going to need anyway. So that's time for a commit. Oh, that was much too big a commit, damn it. Switch to Bevy UI DSL. Implement beginnings of rudimentary initial, possibly to be discarded, debugging slash resource counter. I roll. And finally, because it has to be done, tick. Ha! I'll take it. Thanks for hanging out, folks. I'm going to go to bed and I will be cruising around over the weekend, hopefully. See if we can find someone to raid. I have to remember to do this every time. Who's on? Anybody I recognize? Oh, this is another Rust streamer I was chatting to the other day. Let's throw some folks that way. Yeah. Good night, folks.